My loyal listeners, welcome to another episode of the Raising Vibes at the Treehouse Podcast. On today's episode, we're going to express the value of shifting your mindset. Doing so can lead to better health, better wealth, and a better life for you and your family. A simple shift can have you living at your full potential, and it's the number one kickstarter to success. Boy, I'm talking new blessings, new lessons, and new money. Let's dive in. We all want success. The definition of success look a little different for everyone, yet the end result usually has the same thing in common. It all started with a positive mindset. Not only a positive one, but one that is resilient to failure, doubt, and insecurities. In our culture, we are conditioned to want success, but also conditioned to hate those who achieve it. Jealousy and envy are the sisters of complacency. Generally speaking, we would rather have success be handed to us on a silver platter without having to put the work in to achieve it. Not you though. You're different. You're here for it all. The blessings, the lessons, and the money it brings. You know it takes more than stimulus checks to come up in this country. You know the power that is inside of you is one of God and not of man. Down here at the treehouse won't conform to the patterns of this world. We're built differently, and we have to live in that truth all while tweaking our mindset to match the truth. I'm here to help you do that on today's podcast. I'm your host, Let Weaver, and I truly care about your mental well-being. We can all be positive lights in this world around us, and my goal with this episode is to open new doors of thoughts and truth that lead to transformation. I thank you for joining me, and before we move forward, I gotta ask you these important questions today. Have you struggled with a weak mindset? Have you been one to want success but don't know the first step to reach it? Are you living in a way that isn't bringing out your full potential? Yeah. Well, you, me, us, let's talk. The greatest enemy to the life that you may want. The greatest enemy to the life that you want may be the life that you're currently living. That's a tough pill to swallow, but it's a truth that many of us are living in 2022. Our current situations, our current struggles, and our current strongholds are what hold us back from living the life we really want. Man, I've been in that boat, and I'm slowly but surely beginning to see the shore. I learned a long time ago that there is also a risk in taking no risk. The greatest step that I made on my journey to success was shifting my mindset to a place of self-belief. Not because of my own talents, abilities, or character, but because of the way God sees me and has created me to be. There's a purpose that has been placed on my life, and that same purpose has been placed on your life. Maybe not the exact same purpose, but I'm just speaking purpose in general. When you surrender your life into the hands of God, your life will begin to change. Like, you will have a new mind. Now, I've mentioned earlier about not conforming to the patterns of the world. The Apostle Paul in the book of Romans says it this way: do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect. The renewal of the mind is what comes when you get that spiritual experience with God. I can't give you that. I can only speak from my own experiences with it and hope it touches you in a way that leads to your own spiritual experience. Yes, God opens the doors to new thoughts, which leads to transformation. You start to see yourself in the image of God, and you stop to see yourself in the image of society, man, and the lies of the enemy. Shifting your mindset is not easy. It takes work. Yes, work. A lot of it. It's a day-by-day process. Look at it as building a house. It's brick by brick. It's rebuking the negative self-talk and reassuring yourself what the truth is about your life. You were born to be great. You were born to do something amazing and live out the will of God. Culture wants you to dabble in everything. Culture wants you to have no moral compass, no spiritual values, and no foundation. The world wants you to go in every direction except up. Up there's where you find the answers to life and discover your purpose. There's a reason it's called leveling up. Shoot for the moon and land amongst the stars. Believe in yourself and watch what happens on the other side of the shift. The mind is a vulnerable thing, and we have to guard it and protect it with the truth. We are living in a time where the world is constantly pressing buttons, trying to tell you what to think, how to think, and what to accept as moral. If you ask me, it seems like the definition of morality is changing year by year. What used to be viewed as wrong is being viewed as right. The prophet Isaiah says it this way: woe to those who call evil good and good evil, who put darkness for light and light for darkness, who put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. We are living in this backward society, and it's important as ever to be on the right side of history. The mind is the first thing that the enemy comes for, and we don't vibe with the enemy, bro. The best way to get this truth, it is to be anchored in your spiritual practice. The world tries to tell you lies about everything. You have to have a default setting in your mind through which you filter information through. If you are open to anything and everything, you will believe in nothing. In order for truth to exist, there has to be an absolute truth, or the pursuit of truth would be meaningless. Relative truth is a common way of thinking in today's world. This leads to generational confusion, and this may be the reason we're in the mess that we're in right now in this country. All roads don't lead to truth. All roads don't lead to authenticity. All roads aren't going to lead to a great transformation of your mind. All roads don't lead to nirvana, heaven. Like, the absence of objective truth is culture's biggest flaw right now. We have to guard our minds against what the world's view is and start to shift our mindset to be spiritually sound. Prosperity comes when your mindset is in the right place. An abundance of blessings come your way when you are blocking out the noise of the world and honing in on your divine purpose for your life. Success comes when you are grounded in your faith. The meaning in your life shines bright when you shift your mind into seeing yourself in the way God sees you, and I can promise you that. My listeners, they really enjoy the practical advice that I give on this show, so I'm excited to give you some guidance on shifting your mindset. 1, check your fuel. Every day, we are fueling our minds with positive or negative thoughts. Check your fuel gauge to determine how much positivity versus negativity you are consuming. Are you scrolling too much? Are you watching and reading stuff that brings out too many negative emotions? What daily positive actions do you take? Are you exercising to operate in a peak state? Are you listening to educational or inspirational podcasts? You here. Watching motivational videos, spending quality time with family and friends, and engaging in real conversation. And by real, I mean conversations that's thought-provoking. Being intentional with your free time is the best way to keep your mindset in a positive direction. 2, word check. Become aware of the words you use in your daily life. The Book of Wisdom, also known as Proverbs, says, "The tongue has the power of life and death, and those who love it will eat its fruits." Notice the words you frequently use to describe the events in your life. How often do you repeat these same statements? Do you use empowering or disempowering language? I can, I am, I will versus I can't, I won't, I don't know how to. Speak life. Listen to me. Speak life and watch what happens to your everyday life. 3. Get you an inspirational crew. How would you describe the people that you associate yourself with, at work and at home? Are you surrounding yourself with inspirational people? People that make you feel amazing, like they accept you for who you are. These people, they want to see the better version of yourself. Or are you surrounded by toxic people who are constantly blaming, complaining, and whining about their life and their circumstances? A telltale sign is your energy levels. Energy speaks, people. Uplifting people will give you more energy, and toxic people drain it. As you can tell, I like to be around relaxed, chill, and easygoing people that lift me up instead of tear me down. As soon as you start speaking that rah-rah, I'm gone, bro. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm out the door. Gotta go. 4, level up. In order to level up your mindset, you need to be able to manage your emotions. The best way to do this is to take time to meditate daily. When you meditate, it allows you to act in a calm manner. It improves your decision making, and it makes you feel more relaxed and able to go with the flow in life. You can meditate to music. They got so many guided meditations that you can go listen to on YouTube, or you can even meditate in God's word if that's what you want to do. When you are unable to manage your emotions, you will find that you easily fly into a rage, constantly fight with others, and you're unable to resolve conflicts with ease. Get your emotions in check. 5, keep shining bright. When your light is shining bright, people and new experiences rush to join your party. They help you achieve your dreams. They celebrate your victories with you, all while living the life to the fullest around you. When you aren't operating in good vibes on a consistent basis, people gonna leave your life faster than a party that's ran out of liquor, bro. High levels of happiness and abundance of energy create momentum, and it brings a rush of experiences. It brings interesting people and life-changing opportunities. Your mindset is the kickstarter to the life that you want to live. The greatest enemy to the life that you want may be the life that you're currently living. Don't give the enemy power to say you can't change, that you can't do something. We are all a few decisions away from drastically improving our lives and headspace. It's brick by brick, bro, and I believe in you. I conclude this with, we are transforming our lives week by week on this show, and I appreciate you being here for the ride. I'm seeing the fruit of this show, and the growth has been incredible to witness. Man, this show was really only possible because of the shift of mindset I had for achieving success and living out my divine purpose. The gifts that I've been given to reach others, they aren't taken lightly. I want to help you reach your maximum potential, and the shifting of your mind is the most powerful way to get there. So I thank you for being here today, and don't let the doubts, fears, and insecurities hold you back from reaching the milestones you dream about. I'm here for you throughout the journey, and I believe in you. Remember to speak positive words to yourself and others around you. Be a light. The darkness hates the light, bro, and good news is the light will attract more light. Good vibes bring out more good vibes, and as you might have heard, This is Raising Vibes at the Treehouse, and I hope you enjoyed vibing with me today. Take what you learned and use the truths that hit home to transform the way you think. Listen, I'm grateful you decided to join me today, and I hope you consider subscribing to the show and even sharing it with some friends who could use a positive message to start or finish their week. Thank you for tuning in, and I'm going to catch a vibe with you next week.